Hello, WI Concert Band. Hello, flutes. Let's do a quick lesson, and we're going to cover a few of the classics in our book. Many of the songs you could play for your final video of the year. We use the B-flat major scale all the time, so it is a great way to warm up, and we're going to use the practice this only on the days that you eat. Page number 1, right at the top, we have the B-flat major scale. Now, most of our songs today are going to be in 3/4. So when you look at this, you'll see that it's in 4/4, but we're actually going to play them as dotted half notes for 3 beats, just to get us in the 3/4 feel. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's get the metronome going. I'm going to slow it down just for these quick warm-up. Bring the tempo down just a tad. 1, 2, 3. And again, I like to start off doing my warm-ups in 3 because it is an odd tempo, and I just want to get that feel, that kind of waltzy 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's look at our B-flat major scale. Here we go, starting with our B-flat. And a 1, 2, 3. Practice this only on the days you eat. Number 1. And 1, 2, 3. Ready, go. So maybe all your notes come out, maybe they don't. It doesn't matter. Just let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, B-flat major scale, dotted half notes. 1, 2, go. Let's try backwards. 1, 2, go. Good. Let's go to the second exercise, which is called lip slurs. And so we're going to go from a low note to a high note. And there's a slur that will indicate we do not want to tongue the second note. So the first one is an F. And here they have half notes, but we're going to do dotted half notes. So F to F would be... Now let's see, the next one is G. So let's try G. Here we go. Notice my higher G was a little bit out of tune. So either I could tune the lower one or the high one, but we're going to really listen to these octaves here. In fact, I'll turn off the metronome. You can hear the furnace in the background. That's always great. But let's play the low. Our first note again is an F. So let's do the F one. And we'll try to keep the 3. So... and G. A little bit more in tune. Then the A. And then B flat. I think the two things I'm being mindful of was taking a nice deep breath and filling my tank so that I can support it, but also how I'm bringing my lips closer together so it doesn't have to get super loud on the higher one. But I'd rather you get a little bit louder on the higher note, on the upper octave, than retongue it. So we really want to keep the slur going. So the last one is C, and that's a little harder. So I really took my time with that one, and it still sounds a little scratchy. Let's try that one in time. So lip slurs, number 2 on this page with the metronome. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So every measure now is actually going to get 6 beats because we've got dotted half notes for each of these half notes. So like we'll go, let's make sure I get the right note. F, F, 1, 2, 3, try your best. And I like when I struggle when I'm teaching you because that's real. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, low F first. Try that C again. So it's a little loud. It's all right. You know, I think that second time I did play louder overall, just to keep the volume going, and that's all right for right now. And if you do the exercise as part of your routine, you can slowly bring down the dynamics. So let's do sustained tonguing. I think it's important that we work on this concept of breathing where the breath marks are and the phrases are. We're now in 4. I'll put it a little bit faster so that we could not worry about having enough breath, but breathing properly. So we're going to make sure we're only going to breathe where the asterisks are. And that means we're going to use our tongue to interrupt the notes or separate them. Not as easy as it looks. All right, we're back in 3 here for another slow song. We do use this as a warm-up, but it is a beautiful song by Johann Strauss called Southern Roses. It's number 46 in your book, and we're going to be paying attention to where we have our slurs. In measures 5 and 7 on the first line, we slur the 3/4 notes. And then we also have slurs on the second line, same as the first, but the second time we have a half note slurred to a quarter note, right? So we have C, D, E. And we'll notice that the E flat there is tied to a quarter note, so it will be held for a total of 4, and we'll end it on the downbeat. Or actually after we hear beat 1. So we have C, D, E, and then release it at the beginning of beat 2. So I guess the proper way to say we'll play it through the downbeat, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, off. Right? So on our flute, that would be C, D, E. So we're going to try Southern Roses, number 46. We're in 3. We talked a little bit about where we've got to slur and tongue, but let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Nice deep breath. Nice. So you can rewind that one if you'd like to play it again. Let's go on to our next song. All right, let's try our second song of our 3 songs in this trilogy. We're going to do number 52, Morning from Peer Gynt, and we're playing it a little bit faster than we normally do, where we kind of use it as a warm-up, because I think that's where the tempo is in the normal playing of the song by a symphony orchestra, and that would be moderato. So we've got F, D, C, B, C, D, F, D, C, B, C, D, C, D, F, D, F, G, D, G, F, D, C, B flat. So if we sing in finger, right, we've got F, D, C, B, C, D, F, D, C, B, C, D, C, D, F, D, F, G, D, G, F, D, C, B flat. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. I think I did better with the articulation that time. Notice the slurs are pretty much 3 beats, right? So they cover the whole measure except for the 8th notes. So it waits till the 2nd beat to start the slur there. And the last 2 measures are all slurred together. So let's try it again, and we'll do the... it doesn't have a repeat there, but we'll do the repeat anyways, just because we can. And think of all the articulation. Again, the slurs, tonguing just the first note. 1, 2, 3, try your best. It's a fun piece. The articulation is kind of hard until you get used to it, and then it makes sense. All right, we're going to go to our 3rd song in the trilogy of 3s, and that is going to be Amazing Grace, which is 122 in your book. But prior to that, we're going to take a quick stop with Practice This Only on the Days That You Eat, sheet number 4, with the E-flat major scale. Just to kind of go over our notes, because we're going to add the A-flat, which is also added in the key signature of Amazing Grace. So E-flat. Let's try that E-flat again. So E-flat, F, G, A-flat, B-flat, C, high D, just these 2 fingers. It's a little flat, but you see these would be here for a regular D. For the high D, this pinky comes down, these 3 fingers come up. And the high E flat is like an E flat, but we're going to bring back the pinky and the pointer, all fingers down. You'll find that high E flat to come out rather easily. We don't go that high in the song, so you don't really need to worry too much about it. But let's try that with our metronome in 3. 1, 2, 3, E flat major scale. Ready, go. Not bad. Let's try going down from the E flat here. I'm going to turn off the metronome for a second just to get some more of the notes that are in our piece. So playing the E flat, our fourth space E flat, then down to D, C, B flat, A flat, G, low F, and our low E flat is going to have the pointer staying down. So there is your E flat for another octave. You put them together. All right, let's tackle Amazing Grace. I think it's going to be rather easy for us to play it using the phrases of the music. So the first line, Amazing Grace, has the rhythm in the syllables of the words. So we're already into counting it and we're singing it. So we're saying the notes. Let's actually say them. B, E, G, E, G. And then let's just play that. Play that a few times. Make sure you have the words in your head, right? You're singing in your head. Amazing Grace, or B, E, G, E, G. And then it's how sweet the sound. Let's take a look at those notes. F, E, C, B flat. F, E, C, B flat. Again. Now, the next lyric is that saved a wretch like me. B, E, G, E, G, F, B. B, E, G, E, G, F, B. See, if you practice those high E flats, that high B flat doesn't seem so hard anymore. Okay, let's try that again. We'll say it. That saved a wretch like me. B, E, G, E, G, F, high B flat. If you need to take a breath before that high B flat, that's fine. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. We now have a pickup going to the next line and a dotted quarter note. A lot of fancy rhythms there, but we just need to know the lyrics and sing it, and that will smooth it out. I once was lost. G, B, G, B, G, E. So we've got G, B, G, B, G, E. Makes sense? The rhythm is 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Starting on G. And just break it down. It's just G up to B flat, back to G, and down to E flat. Get the song in your head. Da, 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 da. Now the next lyric. But now am found corresponds to B, C, E, E, C, B. If we look at the next phrase, which is I was lost and now I'm found, we have the same rhythm, right? So we're just going to substitute the notes B, C, E, E, C, B. Right? So the last one we started on G. See the patterns in the music? Now, the last sentence is was blind, but now I see. B, E, G, E, G, F, E. B, E, G, E, G, F, E. Try the whole piece. Amazing Grace. We're going to start on beat number 3 with the pickup. So I'll give you 5 beats, full measure, and then 1, 2, then we come in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to take a nice deep breath for that ending slur. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I really do like that piece. Have fun with it and break it into small phrases. Maybe not try and do the whole song in one sitting. Do the first line or do the first 4 measures. There's lots of ways to practice it. This is just one attempt, and I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I'm going to do kind of like a riff at the end.